If you wanna stay with me, if you wanna try, maybe you could be with me, but only for the night. And underneath the window, baby, leave that key outside the door. We don't need to tell nobody, but I think I'm ready to only for the night. If you wanna stay with me, if you wanna try, maybe you could be with me, but only for the night. And underneath the window, baby, leave that key outside the door. We don't.
Hey. It's everybody's favorite day of the week. It's Wednesday, hump day. So, wow, what a week and what a show we got. It's going to be rapid fire today. Instead of 5-minute increments between the auctions, we're going to just 3. So, we have a total of 21 auctions ending today, which is a new world record. But before we get too wild and crazy here, I think it's very important that we make sure we get our sponsor out there. Mr. Nissan, thank you, sir. All right. Today we're just having a tall boy, of course. 16 ounce. That's what I felt like having. Nothing too heavy. And it's light. But it's 16 ounces. So with rapid fire, I can only have enough time to open 1 can of beer for the show. So I had to go a little bit taller. You know what? That tastes pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. Nice and cold. All right. So what do we got going? Why don't we cover first what we have ending today and in the proper timeline here. Actually, I'm going to open something up in a slightly different way. Bear with me 1 second here. I'll go to our active and then I'll share the screen with you. I just want to make sure I got it set up on the right screens. Holy moly, we've been getting some bids this morning. We really have. All right, let's see here. Desktop with camera. Look at that action. Well, what is the best day of the week, Mark? If you don't like hump day. All right, so first auction we have ending today will be... Oh, this is always a risky move is when I try to move this microphone because sometimes it cuts out. I just moved a little bit. I think we're okay. All right, we got Dino Crisis 2 sitting at $96. That's higher than I expected. Mercs, on the other hand, is sitting lower than expected at $1.94. Then we have Alien Trilogy for PS1, $20.50. Batman, the video game for Sega Genesis, at $24. We have that brand new sealed copy of Gran Turismo 2, Greatest Hits, for $16.50. Then we have the Sega Genesis Outrunners for $4.25. We have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories sitting at $26. Castlevania Bloodlines for the Sega Genesis card only, $49. The Greatest Hits Spider-Man Sony PlayStation 1 complete in box for $15.50. Hit Fighter sitting nice and low at 99 cents. You know, I had more fun playing that last week, I think, in the video than just about any other game. So that's kind of neat. Then we have the Metal Gear Solid for the PS1. Interesting thing about that. A guy kind of actually made a fair offer, and I don't set to take offers, so I denied him and said, you know, I'm doing this as auction only, but he offered me $44 when it was like at $10. And I was like, you know, that's the first time I've seen kind of a fair offer that way, but hey, it's already 52, so maybe it wasn't that fair. Who knows? Anyway, moving on, we got Arrow Flash sitting at $31.01. Then we have Parasite Eve sitting at the $66 even mark. How about that? Batman, Revenge of the Joker for Sega Genesis, cartridge with stickers on it, for $3.25. Resident Evil Survivor sitting at $66. Streets of Rage Sega Genesis 1991. Why am I saying 1991? That's the year it came out anyway. But that's at $9.50. We have Mega Man Legends for PS1 sitting at $50. Thunder Spirits for Super Nintendo at $11.51. NBA In the Zone by Konami, the long box, $4.05. We have Monster Hunter 4, brand new and still sealed, sitting at $25.99. And the big finale, we got the Bucky O'Hare sitting at $142.50 for the Nintendo. Those are some classic stuff going on here, folks. I'm excited. I hope you are too. All right, getting back into it, we can see these two auctions. We have a little bit of time to talk before we get into the rapid fire. I should make like a graphic for that. Rapid fire. Anyway, I think it'll be exciting regardless. So I just finished watching a movie that was a little longer than I expected. And I have to say, I had the lowest of low expectations for it. And I really enjoyed it. So how often does that happen? I watched the movie Better Man. And you may have seen the previews for it. I literally thought it was about One Direction. I'm kind of an idiot. It wasn't about One Direction. It was about Robbie Williams. And his character is like this chimpanzee thing. But he's human, but... So I always thought the preview looked really dumb. But I did a little bit of reading on it as I first started watching it. And I guess that's the way he always saw himself. Is just like a chimpanzee or ape. But it was a deep movie. It was good. It was really good. I do highly recommend it. And it got really good reviews too if you look at it. So, hey, what are you going to do? So it's called Better Man. Can't find Ben Detterman. Ben Detterman. He's a kid I went to high school with. I hear Better Man. I think Better Man. Anyway, I'm kind of a weirdo. It tastes a little more beery than usual today. Maybe I was just thirsty for it. We had Papa Murphy's last night, and we got the big family size one. And normally we would get the larges, and I'd eat 2 pieces. We'll cut it into 8 pieces of pizza normally. And the large I'd eat 2, and sometimes I'd be kind of hungry. I still want a 3rd piece. But then we're like, let's start getting the family size, then I won't be tempted for the 3rd. Well, when you get it loaded up with a lot of toppings, just 2 of those ginormous pizzas kind of make you so full you're sick. Well, guess what I did for lunch today? 2 more pieces. So I've been a little bit like, ever since then. The good news is I ate really early because I knew I was going to do the show and if it was going to upset my stomach or anything. I just wanted to make sure everything was square. So, what do you do? What do you do? Interesting story about during the week this week. And it's possible this buyer might be watching the video either now or recorded later. I sold a copy of a game and it was brand new and sealed. Okay. And I took pictures of it, kind of to the best of my ability, I thought. But I do admit that my description was vague. It said basically brand new in box. Now, granted, on the video game charts, this game sells for $350 brand new in box. But I knew I wouldn't get that because it was kind of crushed up a little bit. There's like, creases, a little waviness in the box or, whatever, But it sold for like $58 or somewhere in there. I can't remember. And the individual got the game and sent me a message, what would that have been? Saturday night when I'm out drinking with a bunch of people having a good time, right? Instantly my mood changes. But I try not to show it, we're having a good time or whatever, right? And he's upset. He wants his money back. He said this is nothing like the description. I doesn't even think the pictures are probably legit. He sent me some pictures kind of in a dark room. And I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, don't let this bug you. We can get, this is part of the business, right? You're not always going to have, Dino Christ just got a bid. And I'm like, you're going to get a negative review eventually. But I did type to him that if you'd like to send it back if you're unhappy, I'm happy to take it back. And he would take a long time to reply back, and he'd reply back kind of late in the evenings lots of times. So the problem was I'd wake up at night and check my phone, and I would read the message, and I would type back, but I'm kind of like almost angry, but I shouldn't be angry, right? I didn't meet his expectations, and so I would type back to him, kind of archaic messages because it'd be like 3 a.m. I'm laying in bed, and he said, "Well, I'll just get the return process start to go." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." And he did it, and I purposely waited till I got up in the morning, not get up at 3 a.m. and click on things. But I refunded it, and it said I had purchased the label, but I don't know what happened. Something's weird with eBay. I haven't done any returns almost ever, or never. This would be the first thing that's ever come back to me. And so I went through the motions, and he said, like, I don't know, again, really late at night, and I did this at 6 a.m. "You already refunded me my money. You're supposed to send me a label, and then once you receive it back, you refund the money. Now it won't let me print the label because it's closed." And I'm like, "What?" So and it's late at night again. I start typing, and I said, "Well, please just send it to this address. I did pay for the label." And he wrote a very long thing, and his eBay rating was quite a bit higher than mine, if that makes sense. I think he was like at 2,000, and I'm at like 644. And he's like, "I can't open it anymore. I tried to reach out to eBay, yada, yada, yada." So I started messing around with it. I couldn't figure it out either. And then it just sunk into me, right? Let's just refund the guy the money. Let's not give him a headache anymore. I don't want to deal with it anymore. And what's the expense? It's going to cost me $50. I already refunded it, but I'm just like telling him, keep the game. Just keep it. I get it. I screwed up. I didn't put in the description well enough, and learning my lessons. I'll chalk this up as a learning thing, right? Well, then he replies back later, "I don't feel comfortable just keeping the game." And what a nice guy. And he shipped it back to me in his dime. And he wouldn't take Venmo or anything to pay for it. So that just goes to show, okay, there's bad people out there in eBay, and there's really good people. But sometimes when you get that kind of, crooked feedback back at you, take a breath. It's just another person trying to work through this stuff and come to a conclusion together that both people are happy. And he even called me his friend at the end. Now, he didn't give me positive feedback, nor do I think I deserve it for it, but he hasn't given me negative feedback either. So, anyway, if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate you. It's a good help. But anyway, soppy stories, right? We're talking about movies that inspired me and an eBay person that made me learn a little bit of a lesson, and thankful for humanity. But yeah, so on another note, this is going to be rapid fire, like I said. We're going to do these every 3 minutes. So 2 auctions every 3 minutes through 21 auctions. So the last auction is going to be Bucky O'Hare, which is currently sitting at the highest dollar amount. So, are we going to get many snipes today? I don't know. We've been getting bid up pretty heavily all week. So, we're actually sitting at a higher dollar amount for the week than I was expecting. So, thank you. But you just never know. Sometimes you just have to sit back and enjoy a day beer. So a little thing I might do, might even shoot a video about it because I think it'll be funny. But at a thrift store, I talked about my thrift adventure last week on the show. This is the thing that I bought for $1. Grow your own bad boy. You get 600 times his size. Is that right? 600 times the size when you put him in water for 72 hours. I mean, how much fun is that going to be for $1? And why does it grow your own bad boy? What are we selling, kids? I think it's a very bizarre toy. Yo, baby, how about we hang out at my crib? I'm friendin' for ya. Weird. So anyway, I'm going to do that. The best part is you can leave him out to dry and he shrinks right back up and you can do it again. So I might get one of my 5-gallon buckets out and we'll have a little bit of fun of that. Yeah, Mark, I know your favorite movie is Mac and Me. I think we watched that 1,000 times as children because you couldn't go to bed unless you watched it. But anyway, we are at 40 seconds with these two auctions left. We're almost to the snipe land already, and then the rapid fire begins. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, here we go. We're down to, let's see here. We're down to the 25-second mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're in snipe land. We have Mercs at $1.49 and Dino Crisis 2 at $96. These PlayStation games have been hot this week. I should sell more PlayStation games, apparently. 10 seconds remaining. No movement in snipe land. 194. Oh, we just got a snipe on Mercs. We got 2 snipes on Mercs. We're up to 550. Another one, 663. How about that? Yes, folks, that was a snipe. We'll take it. We will take it. That's like a beer at the Big Dog tonight. And in fact, I'm very much so looking forward to it. Although our sponsor, I thought, would join this week, but he has another engagement, but maybe he'll stop over before the next engagement. We'll see what happens here. All right, so we got 2 new auctions up in this high-speed situation. We only have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. We got Alien Trilogy for PlayStation Greatest Hits version for $23.50, and we got Batman, the video game, cartridge only for $24. How exciting could this possibly get? You'll never know. Well, you will know because it's going to happen. Bad boy. Grow your own bad boy. It'd be fun to do a time-lapse camera on that. I have an old GoPro. I could probably do it. That'd be weird, though, wouldn't it? Find a place to put them. Got a pair of my wife's glasses down here. I should wear them. Might look more sophisticated. All right. Let's see here. What else has been going on? One of my favorite TV shows of all time starts up again in June. I thought it was sooner than that, but I'm excited still. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've been watching a lot of clips on Reels lately. It's gotten into my algorithm, and I have to say I've been enjoying having in my algorithm. A lot of the clips have been super funny, and the show is one of the best written shows on the face of the earth, without a doubt. All right. Think we're going to get any movement here in these bad boys? We come down to 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute remaining. Oof, I'm burping. Burping up a storm. Yeah, so I've been playing. I started a new game. Bought it last night, and it's Golf Plus for my MetaQuest 2. And I had ordered the golf club attachment. I played it for about 5 minutes this morning. And I have to say, I need to clear a little bit of bigger space. So I was kind of shanking it to the left quite a bit because I was kind of holding the club in. Yeah, that's a fun game. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, we're in Snipe Land here already. Aliens at 23.50, Batman at 24. 15 seconds to go. Come on, let's see some real movement here. Not just a beer, but I don't know if there's a lot of room in these games, to be honest. We'll see what happens. We're down to 5 seconds. No movement. No movement. Oh, we got a little bit of something. We picked up like $2.50 on the Alien. Yay!
Wow!
That was exciting, was it not? Wow, $2.50. Half a beer, right? Half a beer. We're really crushing it here. So we got the Gran Turismo 2, brand new and sealed, sitting at $16.50. Oh, this has gone up a little bit since the auction started. It went up about another $1. Outrunners for Sega Genesis, made by Data East. Playing that was kind of interesting. It really wasn't a bad game. Very arcadey feeling, of course, right? But I can't complain. I wonder. I got a lot of loose Sega Genesis games, and of course, quite a few PlayStation 1 games. I wonder how many we're going to have to do. Oh, there's tape on the frame. Oh, yeah, these are dirty, too. Now, they've been sitting here for a while. Here. Put them on. How am I looking? Oh. Oh, interesting. I think I see better. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Do I look like a fool? I think I do. The computer monitor is a little harder to see, but my paper up close is a lot easier to see. So anyway, yeah, maybe some cheaters one of these days. One of these days, we will see. But I'm looking forward to the big dog tonight. Hoping some people join me. I'm hoping Mr. Stumpland out there will join. But we'll see. Nice emoji, Stace. Nice emoji. All right, so I don't know. The Gran Turismo new, you'd think it's worth a lot, but it really isn't worth a ton. And Outrunners, Sega Genesis is weird because they had the best game cases. So when you're selling loose carts, they obviously don't draw as much money. But it's a pretty cool game, kind of a classic generation, but really, I don't think that was ever in the arcade. I don't know, Mark, if you're still on, if you recognize that from the arcade or not, Outrunners. I don't recall ever playing it on any of my emulation things either, so. Regardless, it is a game, and it's an interesting game. Yesterday, I was shooting all these videos, and I was struggle. Oh, wait, ends in Forza. This is so fast, I didn't even notice. We're in Snipe Land. And Outrunners went up like $2. I don't want... Do we have to keep doing these gifts for $2? Let's... No! Boy, I'm not used to this 3 minute. This is really fast for me here. Got to get into the swing. So next week I have it set for 3 minutes again too. So hope you like that. All right, we got the Yogi Shaman whatever, $26, and Castlevania Bloodlines. It's kind of weird to think of a Konami Castlevania game made for Sega Genesis. It's so Nintendo Origins, you know, and it was cool that they made it for it, and it's actually a really good game. So unique in itself. Too bad I don't have the case for it, but you know, kind of is what it is. Castlevania Bloodlines tested, $49, and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Am I saying that right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. It's a card game, kind of like Pokemon, I guess. Learned that when I played it for a little bit. So, we'll see. But yeah, no, the sales have been pretty good. These midday sales, I think I have enough eBay followers now. And the YouTube channel is weird. I'm every now and then, it's like I fall into the algorithm and I get a ton of viewers. Like yesterday, I couldn't post the videos fast enough that I would get double-digit views on them within minutes after posting them, and then they get kind of quiet, which is weird. Look at that. Those are auctions ending. Way to tell me. The app slows down when I'm doing the show for some reason. The updates come just kind of sporadic. Yeah, I'm getting a ton of messages on the watch now. Oh, the buyer already paid for Alien Trilogy. Thank you, buyer. I do appreciate that. It's very kind of you. But it is kind of a weird time of year. You know, it's cold. It's winter, and it's, you know, you get past around the midpoint of February. I think people get really sick of the winter. And I have to admit, the skiing has been less enjoyable lately. Partially because it's been cold, and partially because it's they don't have everything open in the mornings lots of time. All right, we're in the Snape Land here. We got the Yu-Gi-Oh! $26 and Castlevania Bloodlines sitting at $49 at 10 seconds to go. What could possibly happen here? 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got a $10 snipe on Bloodlines. Hey, that's like... How about that? little nice $10 bonus on that. I'll take that any day. I hope whoever wins that is one happy camper. Oh, Spider-Man went up $2 since the show started. That's good. And then Pit Fighter is still sitting at that happy 99 cents. But it has a bid. That's the important, right? And the person bidding on its name is Goodwood. Interesting name. I hope it's because he's a golfer. So, I was shooting all these YouTube videos yesterday, and I'm doing the one for Silver for Dreamcast, which I never really ever played the game before, but, it's kind of like an RPG action. And the guy talking at the beginning of it, I kept making kind of like, because, how do you say it? In the video, I talked about that, what's the word for it when you, people trafficking. Because he comes out and says, I need all childbearing women to come to the castle for the king to pick out who he wants to marry. And whoever's left, I might pick one out too. I'm like, this is like disgusting, right? And I was saying that about it. And I think I got a thumbs down on my video. Because it says, it only shows, thumbs up. But it says 0% where everything else just says nothing if there's been no thumbs up, thumbs down. So I think I got a thumb down. So if somebody would ever want to just go thumbs up that video once, I can see if it's at 50%. I think it's kind of awkward and weird. Maybe I offended somebody in the video. I don't know. Can't make everybody happy, I guess, right? It's tricky. It's tricky. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the spring a little bit. I want to get outside for my walks. I want to attempt to kayak more, even if it's just in lakes. I say that, and I won't even go ice fishing. I was looking so forward to ice fishing this year. I got a different tent for it, and I got it all set up, ready to go in the garage, and yet I just never go. Now, I know we talk about going to the neighbor's cabin in the winter here, and maybe the guys go ice fishing, but I don't know if we're all that motivated to actually fish. We might just want to drink. Who knows? Weird how we are. All right, we're in Snipe Land already. $17.50 and 99 cents. So Spider-Man still sitting at $17.50. Pit Fighter sitting at 99 cents. Can you imagine 99 cents for Pit Fighter? What a good time that would be. 5 seconds to go. Still no movement. 17. Oh, we got a snipe on Spider-Man of $1. Ooh. Wow. That is, that's exciting. I'm not even writing this stuff down today because I'm so excited. Let's see here. Metal Gear Solid was at 52, and it's still at 52. And we have Arrow Flash at 31, and it's still at 31. Kind of a slow snipe day, but I feel like the auctions are kind of right priced. So I'm not expecting a ton of snipes today, kind of going through the list. Sorry, makes for a little bit of an uneventful show. But if you're watching this thinking you're going to sell some stuff on eBay, this might be good reference points for you. I don't know. Oh. Show us your auctions. Huh? They had Outrunners at BW3s? Oh. I didn't have them up. Maybe I switched the wrong camera between the two. I don't know. Sorry, Stace. My bad. I didn't show the auctions. It wasn't very exciting anyway. Went up with $1. I got to click on things up here on my top screen. And it's not a real computer monitor. It's a crappy 32-inch TV made by Toshiba. And it's hard to read. And that's where my picture is, too, the video. So you see me look up at it sometimes to make sure things are right. So you see my eye is white all the time. Like, ooh. I shave my neck, though. That's good. Hope so. Just the face on the last one again. Jeepers Criminy. I'm a terrible person. Sorry, guys. Must be the sponsor here. I don't know. Let's see. So this is the Metal Gear. Next we have Parasite. Ooh, Parasite Eve's a big one. Batman Joker has room too. So we'll see what happens with those. Oh, Arrow Flash just went up. We got a minute to go too. Maybe I'll cause a little bit of a bidding war. Who knows? We'll see. Arrow Flash is a great game. The shooters for the 16-bit generation are kind of hard to come by. and pretty rare. And kind of sought after. So they're good. Look at there's the bidding war, $35. We're not down to snipe time yet either. So Aero Flash is getting the respect it deserves. It's a good game. Current bid 35. All right, we're getting close to snipe time here. Oh, look at 36. All right, here comes snipe time. 20 seconds left. $52 and 36.01 for Aero Flash. 52 for Metal Gear and 36.01. I have another copy of this Metal Gear, but I told Kurt I'd give it to him. We'll see if that happens. 5 seconds. 52, 36.01. Oh, no real snipe? That is just a shame. That was horrible. That poor boy. That's what happens when you guys don't snipe, just so you know. Ugh. Parasite Eve. Ooh, that's moved from 66 to 74 since the auction started. That's really good. Let's see if Batman's moved from 320. Oh, Batman's gone up $5 too. Hey, folks. We're making money behind the scenes. Less in the snipes, but more of a gradual behind the scenes. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. So Parasite Eve, I remember Tito saying how much he liked this game back in the day. And I never really played it. And then I tried playing it for the video. And I didn't even know what I was doing. Very, very different camera angle, very different game control than I'm used to. So a little bit surprised by that, but did okay, I guess. We'll see. It's up to $74. It's more than I expected. Again, the PlayStation kind of seems to be where it was at this last week. I still have more to dig out. So next week, it's heavy Dreamcast. It's going up as we speak. Dreamcast, and we got kind of a mixture there. We have a lot of Super Nintendo, including like Super Smash TV, Alien vs. Predators, Combat Tribes. We have a Game Boy lot. We have ActRaiser, PTO 2, and then we have Metroid 2 for the Game Boy, and a Mario Game Boy lot. We have Miss Pac-Man in the box for Super Nintendo. For the Dreamcast, we got Blue Stinger, Silver, Space Channel 5. Then we have a lot of 6 games for the Dreamcast. One of the games isn't working in the test, so I made sure to make that clear. Oh, we got another $1 on Batman over there. And we got Gauntlet Legends, and now we're re-releasing out the 3DO Delorious Encounters, whatever. Had that as buy it now for a while and didn't move, so we're pulling it into auction. We've sold that game twice before, and people just don't pay. It's usually these international things. They just don't pay. It's very strange. All right, we're getting close to snipe time here. We're at $74 and $9.50. Let's see here. Oh, just right before snipe, went up to 10. So snipe time, $74. $10.50. We got a 50-cent snipe already. 10 seconds. Can you imagine if that gets the 50? If that's just 50 cents, we're going to have a snipe party. Oh, it's another $1. Holy moly macaroni. Look at that.
Wow!
Not too shabby. We'll take it. We will take it. I mean, since that thing started, we went from $3.25 to $11.50. That's a good pickup. That's what, $8.25. All right, so we got Resident Evil. It started the show at $66, and it's still at $66. And then we have the Streets of Rage started at $9.50, and it's still at $9.50. So Streets of Rage. Remember, Tito had that, and I played it in his basement once, and he was like, "This is cool." You like the bomb button, like a car would pull up and like shoot like, what would you call that? Rocket launcher onto the screen and take everyone out. I go, well, if you have all that ability, why don't you just do that all the time? Anyway, I didn't really care for the game back then, but over the years, the game has grown on me. And you can see the deep roots, and the fighting mechanics in it for arcade is so polished. It is a very good beat 'em up game. So, kudos to Sega for putting that one out. And let's keep the legacy alive by selling this, and hopefully somebody plays it, right? That's what's important. And then the Resident Evil Survivor. Yeah, I was never a big Resident Evil fan. I know my brother was really into the games. And it's all the doorway scenes to me. I always kind of like, I know it's supposed to be kind of suspense, and it's kind of their way of loading without you knowing they're loading. But I just never really got too much into them. But it's a good game. I know it's sought after. I mean, it's going $66. It's a pretty good price for a PlayStation game. So we'll see how it goes here, right? That's all I can do. I have no control at this point. Let's see here. Where are we at? We're at 50 seconds. We're at $66 and $9.50. Boy, these do go pretty quick. We're going to be done with the show before you know it. Remember I used to do 15 minutes between them? How did I have anything to talk about? I used to play games then. Remember I played Golden Tee? And we cut over and I was trying to beat Ghouls and Ghosts for the Sega Genesis. Somebody's at our front door. Wonder what that could be. All right, we're in Snipe Land. $66 and $9.50. $66, $9.50. Come on. We're down to the 10 seconds. $66, $9.50. Where will the time go? Oh, look at that. We got a nice pickup on Streets of Rage. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, and $1 pickup on the Resident Evil. So, you know what? We'll do this. Now that is a snipe party. I like that one a lot. I don't know why. I think everybody else hates it, but I really like it. All right, so we got Mega Man Legends at $50 at the beginning of the auction. Is at $71 now. That jumped up a lot. That's $21. I'll cover my whole tab tonight. Nice. Then we got Thunder Spirits for Super Nintendo was $11.50. It's gone up another 99 cents somehow. It's at $12.50 now. Behind the scenes. That's the way it's kind of going today, isn't it? That is crazy. I'm happy about it, though. Cheers. I sometimes look at the microphone like it's the camera. Like, hello, how are you doing? It glows. It's got this light to it. Kind of creepy. What do you do? F&A. So, what did you guys think of the Super Bowl halftime show? Yeah. There's never been a Super Bowl halftime show that's for everyone. Let's put it that way first. And if you go back to the 90s when they had it at the Metrodome, the Super Bowl once, that show's ridiculous. YouTube it. It's hilariously terrible. But I don't keep up on hip hop or rap music. I just don't. It's just not in my playlist. I'm stuck in the 90s for what I generally listen to. I'm not listening to current music. Just not. I don't know the soap operas. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I just don't care. But it kind of, you can see this polarization with people that are in the scene and not in the scene and how awesome it was to them. And my insurance guy got new insurance this week. And it saved me some money. So if you need a guy, I got a guy for you. Philip. But Philip lives in California. And he started explaining it to me a little bit about Drake and how everybody hates Drake now. And he's like East Coast and this is West Coast. And Drake's owned everything forever. And it was kind of a long story, but it was a weird story. All right, let's get down to it. We're at snipe time. 20 seconds already. 71 and $12.50. Are we going to get a snipe or are we going to get skunked? Oh boy. 71, $12.50. 72, we got our first snipe. $1. $1. Let's see here. 72. Who knows? Let's see here. 76, $14.50. The old bot sniped at the end. Wow! That is classy. We're getting closer to the ends here, folks. We got NBA in the Zone that was at $4.05 a start, which is now up to $5 even. And we have Monster Hunter 4, which started the show at $25.99 and is still at $25.99. So that's a brand new sealed copy of the Monster Hunter for 3DS, which I guess is a good game. 3DS screen's just too little for me. Maybe I should wear those glasses. The handheld screens do seem to be shrinking to me, even though I know they're getting bigger. I tried to play the Sega Game Gear, and it's like struggle, boss. Man. Young eyes. Maybe we should just start taking the eyes out of children and putting them in our heads. What if we lived in a society that we grew organs that way? Like, we just had these babies we didn't care about and took everything from them. That'd be terrible. Who knows? Garage sale season's coming up. What, 2 months from now we'll start going already? I got to get more strategic with it this year. I might have to make some road trips. Maybe even spend the night somewhere. Who knows? I got to really make sure I bring in hauls. And I got to get a better eye to buy things that aren't just video games if I'm doing that. I got to generate the income back into it. But, we're having a very profitable year so far. And we had a profitable year last year too. But as anyone guessed it, you got to keep restocking the inventory. So we'll see how it goes. Getting close to 1 minute left. Then we just have one more auction. And then we're done. Rapid fire. 1 minute here. Still at $5 and $25.99. I feel like Monster Hunter could go up a little bit. In the Zone might go up a couple bucks. It's weird because the long box games are supposed to be worth a lot more. But for some reason, In the Zone isn't one of the ones that are worth a whole bunch. And I kind of like the box because it's more of like a composite material instead of like a plastic jewel case. The plastic jewel cases just want to break. They're so brittle and they scratch so bad. This case could probably make it through a nuclear bomb. It's pretty sweet. But each their own. It's weird how they didn't have standards for so long. All right, we're getting into snipe time right now. We're at $5 and $25.99. What could possibly happen? Nobody knows. $5 and $25.99. $5 and $25. Oh, $9.50. Look at that snipe that came in there. I'll take that. And that's another little dollar went up too on the other one. All right.
Wow!
That's right. We only had one snipe fail today. Who knows? This might end up being a snipe fail here because this is our last game. And it's at a high amount. $142.50. Look at that. Bucky O'Hare. $142.50 with just 8 bids. 31 watchers. And it's a beaut. It's in really nice shape. I hope that somebody gets after this and let's have it go up a hair more. So I think I had this set as a buy it now until I flipped it over to auction. I think I had it at $159.99 if I remember right. So even if it ends here at 142, I think we're doing pretty good. So I'll be happy with that. But yeah, you just never do know. Oh, yeah, Golf Plus. Golf Plus is amazing for the quest. So I don't know, Mark. I don't remember which Galaxy Quest you have, or Meta Quest, whatever you want to call it. I want to play with somebody sometime because it's like you're just really golfing with them. You're just chatting, you're watching each other's shots, and you can see their avatar out there. Yeah, I want to play with somebody. Maybe Lamont. I don't think you're on today. I haven't heard from you, so if you had one, Michael Lamont, I feel like you'd own one for some reason. We should play sometime. You have a 1 and a 3. Yeah, get it for your 3, Mark. It's $30 though. I know it's kind of spendy, and you don't have to get the golf club, but the golf club is like $25. Pretty cool though. It'd be fun to play with Dad, to be honest. I think you'd get a real kick out of it. But who knows? All right. 45 seconds to go. 40 seconds. Boy, this time's just ticking by, folks. 142.50 for Bucky O'Hare. A very rare NES cartridge. Role-playing game, which I learned playing it. They made a cartoon after the series as well, too. Bucky O'Hare. For some reason, I remember that. I don't know if it's even right. All right, we're in Snipe Land. Are we going to get skunked at the end here? There's a possibility. This is sitting at a pretty high dollar amount. 10 seconds to go. Oh, 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got a snipe right at the end to make it 149.28. And I think that deserves it. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, a little different format. Always trying to improve things a little bit. We had some good snipes today. I appreciate everybody bidding on things, and make sure to kick a thumbs up on the video so I don't get all these negative things potentially. All right. Have a great day.